Picture this for a moment. A cat lives in a busy house. People come and go. Voices rise and fall. Doors open, doors close. Food appears in bowls from different hands. Toys are waved by different people. And yet, every night, that cat walks past everyone else and curls up beside the same person. Always the same one. It looks like favoritism. It feels personal. And it makes people ask the same question again and again. Why does a cat choose one person, even in a full house? The answer is not magic, and it's not random. It's a quiet story of trust, safety, memory, and instinct playing out every single day. Cats don't make loud decisions. They don't announce their loyalty. They observe. They measure. They remember. And slowly, almost invisibly, they decide. From the first day a cat enters a home, it begins to collect information. Who moves calmly? Who makes sudden gestures? Who speaks softly? Who respects distance? Cats are not impressed by attention alone. They are drawn to how that attention is given. A person who sits quietly and lets the cat approach often becomes more interesting than someone who constantly tries to pick the cat up. To a cat, patience feels like safety. This is where many people misunderstand cats. They assume cats bond like dogs, responding best to excitement, praise, and constant interaction. But cats evolved differently. Their ancestors survived by being cautious, observant, and selective. Those instincts didn't disappear just because cats moved indoors. They still live inside them. So when a cat chooses one person, it's usually because that person feels predictable. Predictability is powerful to a cat. A predictable human doesn't surprise them with loud laughter, sudden grabs, or forced affection. A predictable human moves in familiar ways, speaks in familiar tones, and behaves consistently day after day. Over time, that consistency tells the cat something important. Nothing bad happens around this person. Now add another layer to the story. Cats are incredibly sensitive to body language. They notice things humans don't even think about. A direct stare can feel threatening. Leaning over a cat can feel like being hunted. Fast hands can feel dangerous. Meanwhile, slow blinks, turning the body sideways, and sitting at the cat's level feel calm and respectful. Often, the person a cat chooses isn't trying to impress the cat at all. They're simply existing in a way the cat understands. This is why cats often choose the quietest person in the room, or the person who claims they don't really like cats. That person isn't reaching, isn't forcing, isn't demanding affection. And to a cat, that restraint feels like trust. But there's more beneath the surface. Cats form emotional attachments that are very real. Research has shown that cats can develop secure bonds with humans, similar to the attachment patterns seen in human infants. When their trusted person leaves, many cats show signs of stress. When that person returns, cats often seek closeness and comfort. This isn't independence. It's selective attachment. That attachment often forms around caregiving, but not in the simple way people imagine. Yes, food matters. A cat will remember who fills the bowl. But food alone doesn't create devotion. It creates familiarity. The deeper bond comes from how the cat feels during those interactions. A calm feeding routine, a gentle voice, and a sense of control all matter. A cat that feels rushed or pressured during feeding won't relax, even if the food is good. Play also shapes preference. Interactive play that mimics hunting, slow stalking, sudden movement, successful capture, satisfies a cat's natural instincts. The person who plays this way isn't just entertaining the cat. They're speaking the cat's language. Over time, the cat associates that person with fulfillment, confidence, and positive emotional release. Touch matters too, but only when it's invited. Cats have sensitive nerve endings in their skin. Overstimulation can quickly turn pleasure into irritation. The person who notices when the tail flicks, when the ears turn sideways, when the body stiffens and stops at the right moment, earns trust. The person who ignores those signals loses it. Slowly, quietly, permanently, sometimes. Then there's scent, an invisible but powerful factor. Cats live in a world shaped by smell. They recognize people by scent more than sight. When a cat rubs its face against someone, it's not just showing affection. It's mixing scents. It's marking that person as familiar, safe, and part of its world. The more time a cat spends near one person, the stronger that scent association becomes. Familiar scent equals comfort. Comfort becomes preference. Early life experiences also leave long shadows. Cats that were gently handled as kittens often grow into adults who are more open to social bonds. Cats that experience stress, neglect, or rough handling early in life may become cautious and selective. For these cats, trust is precious. They don't get it freely. When they finally choose one person, it's often because that person earned it through patience, not persistence. This explains why rescue cats frequently bond deeply with one individual. That person may not be the loudest or most affectionate. They may simply be the one who didn't rush the relationship, the one who allowed the cat to come forward on its own terms. For an animal that has learned caution, that kind of respect is unforgettable. Emotion plays a role too. Cats are sensitive to emotional states. They may not understand human problems, but they feel human energy. A calm person creates a calm environment. A tense, unpredictable person creates unease. Over time, cats gravitate toward the emotional climate that feels safest. They sit near the person whose presence lowers their internal alert system. And here's the part many people don't like to hear. A cat choosing one person doesn't mean it dislikes everyone else. It means the cat has found home in one human. Others may still be liked, tolerated, even enjoyed, but one person becomes the anchor, the place of rest, the familiar heartbeat in a noisy world. This choice isn't fixed forever. Cats can expand their circle of trust. Bonds can shift as routines change, people move, or behaviors improve. A person who wasn't chosen at first can become important later through quiet consistency. Cats don't hold grudges the way people do, but they do remember patterns. What cats teach us through this behavior is subtle but powerful. Connection isn't about force. It's about presence. It's about understanding another being without trying to control it. Cats choose the person who listens without words, who respects silence, who allows closeness without demanding it. So when a cat in a full house chooses one person, it's not favoritism. It's recognition. It's trust. It's a small animal saying, in the only way it knows how, this is where I feel safe. And in a world that can feel overwhelming even to humans, that choice means everything. Now give this video a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to Catometrics for more amazing cat content. See you in the next video.